Hi, all. Patrick with Vetted here. I just wanted to get something off my chest, really, about these presidential debates that are coming up. Now, before you click off, don't worry, I'm not going to get political. That's not what I mean. Um, we're a particular type of channel. So, my thought about this is we need UFO questions at these presidential debates, man. That would really help. We need someone asking these questions at the debates that are going to be coming up. There's the first one, GOP debate coming up this week, but then there's going to be a lot more in this upcoming election. And I have a feeling that this could get pushed to the side, right? This could become a voting issue, though. Now, that could be good and bad, meaning some politicians might grasp on and want to, use the community and abuse the community. But on the flip side of that, that could bring some type of disclosure, right? That could bring different laws and hearings and, processes that could help as well. The further this gets opened up, the more we are susceptible to attacks and different things happening, right, to the UFO community. But we got to get out there. We can't just be in the back rooms. We can't just be on, History Channel documentaries and stuff, right? And Reddit and Twitter and that UFO hearing that happened was a big deal. I mean, take it for what you will, whether you believe them or not. We need more like that. And now there's this rumor going around that there's going to be no more UFO hearings for the foreseeable future, right? I didn't really want to report on it because I can't really confirm it, but it's on Twitter. It's being talked about. If you're on UFO Twitter, you've probably heard those rumblings. And so I don't know if that's the case, right? We're actually not going to know till the next few months go by and we don't see anything happening. Now, if you listen to Tim Burchett, he is definitely doesn't see that happening, right? Just they're getting stonewalled. Right. The person who leads the House Oversight Committee is being told sort of like, don't do this. It's hurting the reputation of the House Oversight Committee, which is sort of ridiculous because the majority of the public wants this looked into. So how is that ridiculous? I mean, that's nuts. So, yes, I think we need questions at the presidential debates, right? So we need to either start submitting a bunch of questions, submit the same question over and over. So they're finally just like, okay, let's ask about this. But it would be great to have that question asked on the presidential debates and hear all the different, presidential hopefuls, whatever you want to call them, the nominees, hoping to be the nominees, right? That they would answer that question and we hear their thoughts about it. It just puts it on the national stage, the international stage, right? This presidential election. So I think that's very important. I don't know. What do y'all think? Tell me in the comments. I just was thinking about that. Hadn't seen anything about it yet, so I hadn't really hard to sort of, this is just my pure opinion here. I'm not basing it on anything I saw or anything. I just started thinking about it. I mean, I didn't cover particularly the last election on my other podcast, but I briefly covered it. We had some political commentators on and we spoke about, the election. But so it got me thinking, oh yeah, people are going to be, right? I mean, it's election. It's just going to be everywhere. People are going to be talking about it like crazy. So we should definitely be asking these UFO questions at the hearings. What type of questions should we ask, or not the hearings, at the debates? What type of questions? I don't know. Tell me in the comments. What would be good questions to ask these presidential hopefuls? Do we want to get deep and dark with them, or do we want to just ask some surface level questions that we can just, again, get the conversation out on the international stage? That would be my approach. Maybe as the debates go on, you can get more into it as they prepare more, but just hitting them first off with, do you think we're alone maybe? And do you think the government, our U.S. government should be looking into UAPs? Maybe something like that, if they should, where do they stand on that? But again, it's not really even about their answers. It's really just about getting the question asked because that would then be all over the news. Oh, they asked UFO questions. Honestly, any news is good news at this point. We got to keep this in the conversation. So I don't know. Again, tell me your thoughts in the comments. I'd be really curious what y'all think and what different questions we should ask during the presidential debates. But I definitely think it's something we should do and push for. So, otherwise, what's the point? I mean, at this point, the UFO community is kind of fractured a little bit. We were so united behind David Grush and his claims and what was happening, and then it just starts to just like, move in and out, right? That MH370 flight, the Malaysian Airlines flight, all those videos coming out. There's more on that, by the way. Look into that. That's been completely debunked, in my opinion. I'm sorry if you're still hanging on to that. I don't know what to tell you. Like they've, in my opinion, they've showed so much to show that this guy, whoever made the video, or multiple people have used effects from like the 90s. Like it's clear as day, in my opinion. Again, there's nothing wrong with just admitting when something's fake or a hoax and moving on to the real stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it would be in your best interest to not waste time on something that's proven to be a hoax. There's so much out there. Focus on the ones that haven't been, in my opinion. There's both sides to that. There's people looking to debunk and prove something's a hoax right away without looking into it. Yes, that's true. But there's also the flip side, people who aren't willing to accept what's happening and just wanting to hang on to every last little thing. So both exist. Anyway, yes, let's ask at the debates. UFOs, let's get it. Let them laugh. Let them chuckle. Who cares? But let's ask at the debates. Let's ask these presidential hopefuls. Let them know that that's an important matter to us, right? Especially if this is true. It is the most important thing. So, yes. Again, tell me in the comments. What do you think? What sort of questions should we be asking these presidential hopefuls about it? And you know what? To be fair, we should be asking in the interviews they do. If they're at a town hall, right? When they start doing their campaign events, let's just start bombarding them with these questions. This is what we want the answer to. Of course, the other things concerning day-to-day life are important. Well, of course, we can walk and chew gum at the same time, right? So don't let anyone tell you, oh, that's not an important issue. We should be focused on education. We're America. We can focus on many things, and we do. So don't let anyone dissuade you either from wanting to ask that question, or it's a waste of time, or that's nonsense, okay? That doesn't make any sense. We don't have time for one more topic? Really? Okay. Ridiculous. So, yes, let's push for that, guys. Let's start bringing that up on Twitter, comments. Like, let's get that on Reddit. I don't know. That's my opinion. I think we need to push it, politically with these people. Again, their interviews, their campaign events, right? Anywhere where they're getting asked questions, let's hit them with that. But definitely the debates, man. That kind of stuff is just run over and over and over again through the news. They recycle all that footage, and someone's going to say something and do something, right? So that is my opinion, guys. So, yes, let's do that. Presidential debates. Let's get the questions asked. Tell me in the comments, what questions should we even do it? Again, don't let anyone dissuade you, right? All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.